So I watched the first two episodes of the series and mind-blowing transformation, all three of you. So first of all, I would like to know from you, how did this project come about? How did you come on board? And what challenges did you go through to portray the role of Jinnah?
If I recall, 2 years pehle, I was shooting somewhere out of India. And then I came down and I met him. And then he explained ki this is what I'm putting through. And this is what I want you to do. And as I said earlier, interestingly, he made me read a scene. The first meeting was an actor who was he was considering somebody for other parts. So he said, just read the scene with him. So I read the scene as much I could instinctively. और वहाँ से सिलसिला शुरू हुआ actually. And then had series of meetings and got more material of the script and content और कैसे उसको क्या करना ये करना मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना का role and this is how I want it and so on and so forth. वहाँ से conversation और बातचीत शुरू हुई. And निखिल का एक बड़ा अच्छा है and very sweet. I remember they used to send me new drafts of scripts. Change होता था तो he used to just call me to the office. तो अब मुझे लगता था तू बहुत बड़ी बात बोलने वाले. He said, हाँ, you read it? How was it? So I said, very good. हाँ, okay. So you know that interaction इतना था for a long time, for about 6-7 months, 6-7 महीने तक. तो वहां से प्रोसेस शुरू हुआ. तब मुझे लगा कि ये बहुत डिटेलिंग में कर रहे हैं, बहुत इंटरेस्ट के साथ, बहुत पैशन के साथ हो रहा है. और फिर एज द प्रोसेस इज प्रोस्थेटिक, कॉस्ट्यूम और लुक्स और हेयर मेकअप और फिर यू नो टोन्स एंड डायलेक्ट कोड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ शुरू हुआ. तो ये सारा एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग मिशमैश था एपिसोड्स एंड इंसिडेंट्स का in the beginning of my journey. So that's how I got hooked on to the project.
So, you know, Fatima Jinnah's character, she's a strong lady with a strong personality. When you were researching her character, what are some of the things that you got to know about her which you probably did not know before, and some remarkable things about her personality that stayed with you?
I think the fact that she stood by her brother the way that she did, in today's day and age, it's unheard of for a woman who's educated, who's, you know, forward thinking, who's independent, who was a dentist, who had her own practice. It obviously was very clear that she, though women were not allowed to say it openly in the public arena as much at that time, she also had a as equal burning desire for Pakistan. It mattered equally to her. So I think that was a big eye opener for me. I think her relationship with her brother, which is the crux of this particular period in their lives, because it's such a high octane, dramatic, high stakes period in our history and the story that we're trying to tell, that what is important, the relationships, how did those relationships fuel those decisions, those chess moves, those risks that those characters had to take? What was the importance of those relationships in that story? So for me, both those aspects were very interesting. And, you know, I think as I went down that path of understanding who she was, I think those two really stuck out for me.
Michael, Sarojini Naidu is an extremely important person in India's history. So when you were, so first of all, how was the experience of getting under the skin of a character? Because you have to get the look right, you have to get everything right, from the way she behaves, the way she moves, the body language. So how did the preparation process look for you?
So interestingly, I was most nervous about the fact that I have not seen Sarojini Naidu being portrayed before this on screen. And interestingly enough, that is perhaps also the biggest leeway I had, because at some point I was like, you know, Gandhiji has been portrayed and Nehru has been seen on screen. Most of the historic male characters have been seen on screen in some way or the other. It is either very difficult for the next person coming up to play them, or depending on how they, how they do it, it is very easy. But whichever way, that scrutiny is high. Where Sarojini Naidu ji was concerned, what I remember of her, apart from the fact that I played her when I was in school in fancy dress, was I knew she was a nightingale of India. वो बहुत lyrical, सुहाने poems लिखा करती थी, and that is why. But the strength that she was, or the person that she was, I figured as I went through the script and as I spoke to my director, as I read the script, and like he said, several drafts of it, and after reading up stuff about her. So she was obviously a very well-read, she was a literate woman, she was the light of a party, and she lit up any room, as they said. And she had quite an impact on the male leaders of that time as well. The conversations, she was part of it. She asked questions, which is much like, I think, what women of today, do. But back then, for Sarojini Naidu, she stood out like that amongst the crowd. So that is what I had to bring into my character. And again, that was a little scary because I was like, मेरे हिसाब से तो मैं ये औरत, I am this person, but I'm not playing who I am. I'm playing a historical figure. So to bring all of this together, बहुत दिमाग में, I don't know how it works for, generally for how it worked for you guys, but for me, it was a big mishmash in my head because I was like, they should not see you on screen as a person. And yet at the same time, there is so much of you in this character. So luckily, a lot of it got taken care of by the amazing team that we had, like amazing, especially where prosthetics are concerned, because you will see that most of us are playing our younger selves. I have a couple of scenes with Jinnah, very hot young man Jinnah. And then there are older scenes as well. And you will see the dramatic difference that even looks make. And so I'm the most excited for you guys, for the audience to react to this period drama. Of course, one, because it's such an important part of history, we must know it. And secondly, to see how, how through all of this mehnat, trial, tribulation, prosthetics, it comes onto screen, how it comes to life, and you will see it.
So while Sarojini Naidu remains a crucial part of our history, do you feel that people of today's generation especially, they are unaware of her contributions, and how do you aim at bringing her qualities, bringing her contributions in front of people through this series and through your character?
You're right. I feel like not just Sarojini Naidu, like, all of, as time goes by, our hamara history se lagao, or the way we relate to history has changed. The way my parents learned history, to the way I related to it, to the way the younger generation relates to it. An older gentleman recently told me, it's so good that you all are doing this because the younger generation needs to know about this. So you will see, though primarily, it is the forefathers that you see in the poster, but the women like, say, Fatima and Sarojini. And how many women did you say we are, Fatima, on this show?
I think there are only 3. Well, there's one white woman. So actually, there are only two Indian women
Characters that
it's a very, very good question, because I think both Malishka and I really genuinely feel that women, not to sound overtly feminist, and Arif is going to start disappearing into the ground if we go on about this. I can feel his vibration, but I'm just saying that women have often been sidelined in history. Let's call a spade, yeah. And I think that they were not only very important people in the domestic sphere, which they are today also, and I think people undermine that in any case. Like Fatima, as you said, she was a humanitarian also. Jinnah was a lawyer. He was a strategist. He was a political strategist. She loved people. She was an empath. She was a humanitarian. So, I mean, but she was his comrade and ally, politically also, and she was his only confidant, which people don't know and people don't see. And like with Sarojini was the one torch bearer of the Congress party. There were several other women from history, I'm sure, who we've completely ignored over the years, over time. And I think it's about time that we start representing our women from history in a beautiful way, in a rounded way.
Yes.
And I think Malishka's done a terrific job in trying to do that with Sarojini.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is true that we do not know about the contributions of women in history, women in science. We do not know about that. So talking of our film industry, right now, at this day and age, do you think that the industry is doing justice to women when it comes to representing their stories? Or
I think it's become very trendy now. I think it's become very, very woke to tell female stories. Yeah, I think in the last 10, 15 years, and it's a response to what's happening all over the world. You know how it is. It's globalization in the 90s led to suddenly the world being at your fingertips. Then inclusivity happened. Suddenly African Americans were winning Oscars, and now Indians are reaching the Oscars. So it's all part of what is going on in the world, culturally speaking. So yes, women's stories are getting, I think, more holistic representation, sure. And it's becoming very trendy, frankly, to tell women's stories. That's the truth. But I think I would just say it's about time. I mean, they've always been around. So, I mean, there's nothing really to celebrate.
Considering there was a time when we only got told कि सिर्फ मर्दों की picture बिकती है. The male lead, that the rah. It is wonderful to see women in the forefront. It's wonderful to see that audiences are going to the cinema to, of course, watch this. And it's even better to see roles written for women the way they are. Of course, that's token objectifying वगैरह वो तो है ही है. but at least it's a move in the right direction. It's high time the stories were told.
So I like continuing on her point like this. She said that मर्दों के लिए मारपीट वाली फिल्में बनती थी. Now you have been working in this industry for a long time. You have seen several changes happen in this industry. So how do you view this? Whatever they said about women representation.
ये फूट लगा रही है हमारे बीच में आ रहे
नहीं, ये लोग भूल जाते हैं कि पिछले 10-12 साल से इंडियन टेलीविजन में सिर्फ महिला प्रधान शो ही आ रहे हैं.
कहाँ तो
नॉर्मल रेगुलर सोप जो अब
महिला प्रधान.
हाँ, बिल्कुल विमेन सेंट्रिक कहानियां.
औरत
जैसे वो एक टेलीविजन लोर में सास भी कभी बहू थी, वो वहां से शायद अगर शुरू होगा.
Yeah, but what is that reinforcing?
हाँ,
Excuse me.
तो महिला सेंट्रल कैरेक्टर कहानियां लिखी जाती हैं आज भी, 10-15 साल पहले भी लिखी गई थी. और टेलीविजन पे इतना इट्स लाइक एन ओड टू वुमेनहुड. अगर आप टीवी देखती हो
नहीं
तो काफी ट्रेंड चेंज हुआ है. ये जो कह रही है वो बात सही है, लेकिन महिलाओं के बारे में फिल्में पहले भी बनती थी.
फिल्में हाँ.
अब चूंकि क्या है, एक आवाजें हर जगह से आई हैं, विच इज वेरी गुड. हर प्रांत से, हर प्लेटफॉर्म पे आवाजें निकलती हैं. अपना महिलाओं के प्रति जो हुआ है उनको शायद उतना दबाया गया था. अब वो ट्रेंड काफी चेंज हो गया मेरे हिसाब से, और चेंज हो रहा है. तो मुझे लगता है ये एक पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड और पॉजिटिव दिशा में जा रही है बातें. इसमें कोई
और निखिल और एमे, I must say that have really given. They really believe in representing the female voice. So that's really nice. That's really.
ये तो वो यू नो कई चीजों पर डिपेंड होता है, मार्केट फैक्टर्स एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. कहानियों क्या दिखाते हैं आप, कैसे दर्शाते हैं. और साउथ इंडियन सिनेमा देखिए, अब बहुत महिला प्रधान सिनेमा बनता है. तो ऐसा मुझे लगता है ये ट्रेंड पूरा हट गया है, चेंज हो रहा है धीरे धीरे. उतना नहीं हुआ होगा जितना मेरे काबिल दोस्त चाह रहे हैं, बट हो रहा है.
No, I'm not sitting and complaining. I think पहले तो we're moving very far away from what we started talking about, but I don't think it's a complaint. I don't think it's a complaint at all. I just feel that because we live in a certain culture and because it is a hero-driven industry, and it is like that all over the world, it's still a very sexist industry. It's a very sexist world. And most of the world is a patriarchal culture. So women are looked at in a certain way.
Yeah.
And the way you write about them and the way you perceive them is reflected in your popular culture like cinema. So I think that it is slowly shifting because I think it's an evolution of a culture basically all over the world. We're more accepting of women's stories and women's voices.
देखिए पहले नैरेटिव we're not, she's right, मतलब नैरेटिव ऐसा था कि औरतें वहां थी मर्दों की स्टोरीज को आगे बढ़ाने की.
हाँ जी.
अब वैसा नहीं हो रहा है. women are writing women stories, men are writing women stories, and it's a lovely thing to see. मतलब थोड़ा बैलेंस बना रहे दुनिया में, ये नॉन यांग का की अच्छी बात है.
हाँ.
टेलीविजन सीरियल्स की मैं बात नहीं कर सकती, वो बिल्कुल अलग दुनिया है.
हाँ.
Like you mentioned television and जैसे महिला centric shows बनते हैं आपने कहा, but then there's one thing to show a woman in a television show, but there's another thing to represent her properly, like
Yes.
seeing a woman.
Precisely, right.
But
3 against 1 or be here.
ले जा रहे हो. कह रहा हूँ महिला प्रधान शोज अच्छे हो बुरे हो अलग बात है. फिल्में भी अगर महिला प्रधान बनती है बुरी बनती है. कोई महिला को लेके एक्ट्रेस भी अच्छी बुरी हो सकती है, वो अलग डिस्कशन है. मैं कह रहा हूँ कि एक थ्रस्ट और एक इनिशिएटिव और एक मोमेंटम है. अब भले आपको वो शो पसंद आया ना आया हो, आज माँ दुर्गा पे शो है, आज सारी जो इतिहास में महिलाएं उनके ऊपर सेंट्रल शो बनता है. आज धार्मिक जो हमारे शोज बनते हैं जो बहुत चलते हैं, जैसा हीरा ने कहा ना, वो बने हैं क्योंकि लोग देखते हैं, महिलाएं देखती हैं. आज महिलाओं की व्यूअरशिप बहुत ज्यादा इसलिए है क्योंकि महिला प्रधान शो टेलीविजन पे बहुत पिछले 10 वर्षों से चला आ रहा है ना, और लोग देखते हैं दोपहर को महिलाएं.
Also, I feel it's all connected.
मराठी से देख लीजिए, आप गुजराती में देख लीजिए.
It's all connected. Don't you feel, Arif, as a culture, as a country, as a thing evolves, education, suddenly there are millions of women who are being educated who are no longer believing that they have to sit at home and cook and take care of the home and house.
हेल्प करते हैं.
So when women are getting more of a voice, in reality, they will have more of a voice in popular culture and what we see and read and watch.
so we are writing our stories now.
And
I'm not relying on anyone else.
Yeah. And you see Freedom at Midnight, and you see the way the women in this are represented in those eras, right? We're starting out from pre-independence era to post. I think you'll be very inspired by the women, whether it is Fatima, whether it is Sarojini, whether it is Lady Mountbatten,
Yes.
You will be very inspired by also, and you'll realize कि भाई our history is this. Women are strong. Modernity does not mean you throw the sari away. You know, like for example, you will see all these strong women's Veshbhusha doesn't matter. And I think everyone who watches Freedom at Midnight will not only learn something about history and the way it was shaped, but also about themselves in a way, about who they can be even in the current era.
And at what cost we are where we are.
Yeah.
That's very important.
So what is the one thing that all of you learn from your characters? That's something that you can implement in your personal life maybe.
मुझे in a larger context discipline क्या होता है मैंने पहले जैसे कहा getting the consistency every day is the biggest challenge I think for an actor I consider it like that तो वो एक discipline आपको चाहिए
She's asking what Junna
हाँ
gave you.
larger context तो वो एक discipline अगर as an actor आप अगर ले आए तो वो हर ऐसा परफॉर्मेंस जो होता है ना जो थोड़ा सा लेयर्ड होता है वो आपको सिखाता है बाकी निटिग्रिटीज तो बहुत सारी हैं ये किया वो किया जैसे मलिश्का ने कहा प्रोस्थेटिक है या उसका रिसर्च होता है ये होता है लेकिन उसको आप किस तरह से चैनलाइज करके दिखाते हैं उसके लिए आपको बहुत गहरा डिसिप्लिन चाहिए तो वो ये इस तरह के शो इस तरह के कैरेक्टर्स थोड़ा सा वो आप में एक्टिवेट करते मुझे लगता है
I think more from the character's perspective, Fatima's perspective, I think devotion, resilience, and the ability to speak only when required.
To know एक one for Ira. कब क्या बोलना?
Worked hard on that.
Very hard.
And what about you, Malishka?
What I learned from playing Sarojini Naidu, because I did say at so many levels, I really believed I was so much like her, and then I realized I'm not. I think, yeah, I'm going to take a leaf out of Ira's book also because it is kind of similar, you know, कि कब आप एक चीज फील कर सकते हो मगर उसको किस तरह से दर्शाना है ताकि आपकी बात मैक्सिमम इम्पैक्ट करे हम तो ये इस इंटरव्यू के दौरान भी सीख रहे हैं मगर आपकी बात का मैक्सिमम इम्पैक्ट को वो कैसे दर्शाएं आई थिंक दैट यू विल लर्न फ्रॉम द लीडर्स बैक देन बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट वाज पॉलिटिक्स एंड यू कांट जस्ट अबाउट गो एंड से एनीथिंग सो आई थिंक आई लर्नड अ लॉट ऑफ दैट
Before I wrap up, one last question for all three of you. This show talks about India's history, a time when India was going through a crucial moment. What would you want the audience, especially this Gen Z audience, to take away from this series about India and India's history?
Gen Z
It was Gen Z. Come now, Gen Z. We love you. Nothing against you.
उसका उदाहरण ये है कि my son I mean स्कूल में चॉइस हिस्ट्री का था he said why do I need history I have Google so history as a subject should not be there ये उनके जो क्लास में उन्होंने कहा और वो Gen Z या वो तो खैर is still younger तो मैं यही चाहता हूँ कि अगर इतिहास आपने गूगल से पढ़ा है या कहीं आपने सोचा यू नो हिस्ट्री बुक्स में आपको संक्षिप्त में मिलता है ये बहुत इलेबरेट आपको समझाएगा कि कहानी क्या थी क्या हुआ इस कंट्री में हम यहाँ इस स्तर पे इस कुर्सी पे इस मंच पे आज के ज़माने में कैसे बैठे हैं तो ये पूरा प्रोसेस है जो शायद हमारे पेरेंट्स ने झेला उनके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स ने झेला तो वो आपको एक अच्छी तरह से ये शो विल एक्सप्लेन टू यू इन अ वेरी नाइस इलेबरेट मैग्नानिमस वे दैट व्हाट वी आर वेयर हैव वी कम फ्रॉम एंड द सैक्रिफाइसेस tears and the blood shed by so many people so that we can just sit here and breathe the fresh air.
Yeah, I think that's beautifully said. And just to add to that, partition, like you said yourself, Shrita, that it's a very crucial moment in our history. It was a destiny-changing time, right? We got freedom after hundreds of years from the British Empire. And it was a time of division, of violence, of a birth of a nation, of a splitting of a nation. It changed everything, right? So I think for us as a race, it is something that we are all so drawn to instantaneously. We're so fascinated with what happened during that time. And everyone has a personal story about partition. Your grandparents, my grandparents, her grandparents, everybody. So I think for us, there's a very personal connection about that time. And so this adaptation of this very famous political thriller, drama, high octane, high stakes kind of a show tells you what happened behind closed doors with those big leaders, which we've never seen before. We've never seen before. What made them take the decisions that they took? Why did they do what they did? You know, who drew those partition lines? Why did we choose 15th August? Little, you know, a lot of bits of information that we don't know about and a lot of decisions that we don't know about.
Yeah.
So that's very exciting for any audience. And for younger audiences, I mean, you guys don't read much. Sorry, not a blanket sort of a judgment, but you need to revisit where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And like Arif beautifully said earlier today, where you're going. So you need to know. It's an educational thing. I would say it's must viewing for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say, what they said, the amalgamation for the older generation, this book was written from a particular point of view. It's not history as we studied it in our Bal Bharati textbooks or whatever it is. But it is from a point of view. It is letters, it is conversations, you may debate it a little bit, but this book exists for years. That has been converted into something that you will see. And, you will see motivations and why our leaders did what they did. So for the older generation, I think it will humanize our leaders in a way. You will understand more about them. For the younger generation, just because we need to know who our freedom fighters were. You can't not know. You cannot just see Bapu on a note and be like, oh, that's Baf. And also know beyond that, because the kind of input now, social media वगैरह की वजह से history कहीं खोस आ गया. There's everyone writing their own version of history. तो आपको जानने के लिए कि what actually was, at least what was documented, and then take it from there. Freedom at Midnight is not just an entertainer कि आप 7 episodes देख के और ये मजा आ गया बोलेंगे. आपको मजा भी आएगा, but it will also be something that will teach you, and you'll take something away when you go.